Alright guys, Rich here from the RC Network, and this is going to be update number 1 on my new B44.2 from Team Associated. This is a kit that you have to fully build yourself. As far as the owner's manual, thumbs up to Team Associated. Very well organized. The bags are awesome. You know, pretty much labeled A all the way to, I think, bag S. And you start on step number 1 and you open up bag A. It's pretty simple. One of the most recent builds that I did was the Axial Exo-Terra, and if you've built one of those before, you'll definitely know that it was very disorganized, to say the least. You'd have to go to like bag F, pull out this part, and then go find this part tree that didn't have a bag number listed, and it was just very disorganized. So thumbs up to Team Associated on this build. Now, I've done about 4 hours of build time right now, and I'm up to starting to put the top plates on. I've already built both front and rear differentials. First time building a ball diff, so I definitely had a little bit of a learning curve there. I've already built the center slipper and about ready to put the top plates on. Now, there has been lots of carbon prep, and if you haven't had a carbon chassis before, it is, some people do it, some people don't. And what I'm talking about are the edges of the carbon that are not sealed. And I don't know if I'm going to be able to show you guys here on my camera, but it's basically just raw carbon on the ends. And what you want to do is just seal it up with some CA glue. Now, I do prep my carbon, and what I do is I just take a 220 grit sanding sponge, lightly sand it, nothing too crazy, chamfer the edge slightly, and just kind of get it smoothed down so it's all very even. The next thing I do is I take a black Sharpie and just kind of seal those edges so that the CA glue, which is step 3, doesn't soak in too much. Pretty much I use Zap-A-Gap. This is just a great tire glue that I use it for. It's the medium. And then I just take a straight edge that you want to basically discard afterwards, and you'll see the kind of black on there from the Sharpie that kind of bleeds out with the CA glue. Went over it, all is good. As far as the way it looks in the end, kind of does have a gloss look to it, and you can kind of see it there reflecting. And it's just slightly kind of seals the edge right there, so if you were to hit it pretty hard, it will protect it slightly. So carbon can start to shatter and fray, but I think doing this step definitely helps. As far as the parts on it, I mean, awesome parts. You got lots of that blue anodized Team Associated colors on there. There's all the front differential and then the front steering rack. As far as the slipper, looking pretty good there. Very happy with the build quality and definitely the parts that are included with this kit. Carbon is awesome. Here's the underside. Not much to look at right now, but it is definitely nice. Got the blue motor plate kind of peeking through there. As far as tools, you definitely need some good tools, and I've got my MIP wrenches right there. The 1/16, that's pretty much 90% of the screws that you're going to get in this kit. Also have had to use a 1/4 inch nut driver so far, just for a couple spots, nothing too major. You do have to provide your own Loctite, so keep that in mind. And I do have a set of calipers there as well. Kind of a stupid little thing that I did here, especially when I saw how small those diff balls were. This is basically just foam that you get at the hardware store, 1/4 inch thick, and it's used for underneath like tables and chairs and whatnot to prevent them from slipping. I just cut little 1/4 inch pieces right here, as you see, stuck it down to the table, and that's kind of like where I keep all my little parts, especially those diff balls. Those things are tiny, and literally they did not give you one extra, and if that bounces on your floor, you are screwed, so to speak. Just some helpful hints there. I did find in the kit some tools. I have not opened them yet. Looks like they do give you some Allen wrenches, a couple of open-end wrenches, and then it looks like at the bottom here some shock tools, which I definitely will use those towards the end. That's it for the update for right now. If you have any questions so far, definitely put it down below. if you're looking for a step-by-step, there's a couple of guys out there in YouTube land. I definitely subscribe to both of them. One is MachoCave. Cool guy. His name is Peter, and he's doing a step-by-step build. I think he's on like step 29 now. So take a look at his channel as well. There's some pretty good step-by-step. I have been referring to it throughout my builds. So that's it for now, guys. If you liked it, hit that like button and subscribe. Over and out.